What up, it's Dane, and in this video I'm going to be telling you if jogging can get you ripped, right? So a lot of people have actually been asking me in person, right? So Dane, I want to lose weight, right? I know you can help me. Is jogging really going to help? Is sprint intervals, faster cardios, all this kind of stuff really going to help me get ripped and dust and shredded or whatever, just lose a lot of weight, right? So here's my answer to this, right? It's going to be short and sweet to the point. So first of all, in order to lose fat, you can do it in two ways. You can either increase the output, meaning you can either increase the physical activity, whether you do this by walking, high intensity cardio, steady state, whichever type of cardio, or step number two, just reduce the food intake, which I do, and that's just the easiest one. Let's face it, right? I'd rather just not consume like a chocolate bar than run like for 30 minutes on the treadmill. Just a lot easier. So just pick which ones you want. You can use any of them. And one thing you need to understand, that when it comes to exercise, they all play a different role, right? For example, a steady state exercise is meant to burn more fat because it's worked at a 60 to 70% maximum heart rate, because it's not as intense, so it's not using as much glycogen. However, for example, walking is low impact. You can adhere to this all the time. Obviously, if you can't walk, I don't know what's wrong with you. Unless you're obviously disabled, then obviously that's an exception, but just get a lot of walking in. And basically what I'm trying to get is different exercises and different intensities have different benefits. Like high intensity, the EPOC, the excessive post-oxygen consumption or excess post-oxygen consumption, basically meaning the afterburn effect, how many calories you burn after that 10 minutes is greater than steady state cardio and walking, right? So they all have different benefits, and at the end of the day, it really comes down, like I said, to the calorie balance, the negative calorie balance, called a calorie deficit. That's all that really counts when it comes to weight loss, right? So you can do this by increasing the output or decreasing the food intake. So you're probably thinking, okay, how do I decrease the food intake, right? You can either choose two options, right? You just eat the food you still eat now, however, just eat in very, very few quantities. Meaning you can still eat chocolate bars, pizza, stuff like this, but you might only be able to have one slice of pizza, one chocolate bar, and say fizzy drink the whole day, right? Because they're so high in calories. Okay, that's maybe a little bit of an exaggeration, but you get what I'm trying to say right there. More healthy food you eat, the more you can actually eat, right? Because they contain fewer calories. So again, you have multiple choices here. There's not, in fitness and getting in shape, man, the more you learn about this, the more you get to know there's not one way of doing things. That's never the case. So anyway, keep that in mind. To answer your question, can jogging really get you ripped? Yeah, of course it can. Anything can get you ripped as long as you stay in the calorie deficit. One thing you have to keep in mind, if you're trying to gain weight and muscle, and that's your main priority, right? I don't advise you jog for like 2 hours every single day, right? Because then you're not really, your main priority is not going into weight training, right? And your recovery is going to affect it. Not that cardio doesn't necessarily burn muscle, right? That's what a lot of people don't understand. It just doesn't. However, if you overdo the cardio, like say you do 3 hours of cardio a day for 7 days a week, and you try to do weight training, recovery, it's not going to be optimal, and your workouts in the gym will suffer, meaning your muscle gains will suffer. Right? It doesn't necessarily just burn it like fire. So anyway, keep that in mind. However, that said, jogging can definitely get you ripped. To get to the whole point and answer of the video. However, if you enjoyed the video, let me know down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see 3 videos a day. If that doesn't provide enough value for you, I don't know what will. And by the way, I did receive the camera today. I just tried it out, but they sent me a camera of like 1 bar battery, right? So I was like using it and all this kind of shit. I haven't even read a manual or instructions. I was so eager to get this out to you guys. Anyway, basically I'm just using this camera for today. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below, like I already said. Stay positive, stay smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.